When we last left our heroes, they had finally gotten a full night's rest after a festival full of chaos, questionable dance moves, and an unexpected meeting with their newest companion, Hildaria. The morning began with Caesar revealing himself in physical form for the first time, confirming that he is an intercessor of Baime, the Platinum Mother. He explained that Voragath's return can only be stopped by recovering the 7 shards once used to seal him away, each guarded by an ancient worm bound to Baime's will. Hildaria then shared everything she knew of her goddess, the worms, their divine aspects, the old legends she once believed were only metaphor. With that, the group realized their task ahead was very real and very dangerous. Needing a starting point, they followed her best lead, the sunscar desert, a small but violently unnatural wasteland said to lie just a few days south, surrounded by thriving, fertile land. Before departing, the party stocked up on potions, supplies, and new armor. Fatimus revealed his endless bag of gold, which turned out to be a long-lost and shockingly full bag of holding. The group counted out the remaining gold, shared it, and prepared for the journey. Finally, Fatimus remembered that walking sucked. They purchased 2 wagons and 4 heat-trained horses from an aggressively unstable stablemaster, loaded up, and set out through Fortalis's southern gate, their first real steps toward finding the 7 worms and stopping Voragath's awakening. The southern gate of Fortalis groans open behind you, its iron hinges echoing like the closing of a chapter. Ahead lies open road, a dirt path carved between rolling hills of tall, wind-brushed grass. Dawnlight stains everything gold. The air is cool now, almost crisp, with that early morning clarity that makes every sound feel close. Your wagons creak into motion. The horses snort, hooves thudding against packed earth. Birds scatter from the roadside brush as you pass, and the last distant lanterns of the festival flicker out behind you. Beyond the hills, the land stretches wide and lush. Farmlands, irrigation streams, clusters of small cottages, all giving way to untouched meadows and long swaths of wildflowers bending with the breeze. The sun glints off dew still clinging to the fields. It's peaceful. It feels wrong almost, like the world shouldn't look this calm when you're headed towards something as ancient and catastrophic as a worm's resting place. But that's the nature of this land. The sunscar is an anomaly, a blister of heat and sand buried in paradise. 3 days southwest, if your information is true. For now, though, the journey is quiet, a slow rhythm of wheels over dirt, harness leather creaking, the soft murmur of the wind. After about an hour of travel, the morning settles into a steady pace. The fields stretch endlessly ahead of you, and the horizon is a warm blur.
But not all of the lanterns faded behind us, right, Glenn?
You're actually keeping the lantern?
Glenn, not only am I keeping it, I have made a little carrying case for it with the help of Steve.
It's true, Glenn. In between sessions, he came and asked me if I'd help him make a convenient way to transport it.
Wow. Okay, you have that lantern then. Steve, please describe the contraption you made to transport this floating lantern.
It's nothing special. I basically made it a kite when Patrick wants it to be. Then, when he wants to store it, I created a little box for it that attaches to his hip. It has shutters to control whether or not it emits light.
Okay, well, that's something. Is the lantern currently on your hip, Patrick?
Absolutely not. It's hovering about 5 feet above the wagon as we travel.
That's awesome.
So this is weird, right? Heading toward a desert that shouldn't exist to find a mythical worm that maybe wants to kill us.
This entire thing has been weird. At this point, normal would be weird to us.
I know you guys didn't ask for this, but I appreciate your willingness to help my goddess.
Well, helping your goddess seems to be the only option, since her worms are guarding the shards or stones or whatever the heck they are needed to stop Voragath. Not that I wouldn't help under other circumstances.
Smooth, Steve.
I was just pointing out the objective reality of the circumstance.
I take no offense, Steve. Your point is fair.
Thank you for understanding, Hildaria.
Glenn, I want to be looking around quite intently, to the point I may have barely even interpreted their interaction.
Sarla, with that 17, you catch something the others miss as the wagons rumble along the packed dirt road. Up ahead, maybe 60 feet off the trail, perched on a crooked fence post is a sign? No, a carved wooden box about the size of a small mailbox. It's painted a deep teal, chipped and weather-faded, but someone clearly maintains it. Fresh flowers are tied to its post with twine, and the grass around the base is trimmed short. Curious enough, but what really gets your attention is the creature sitting on top of the box. A fox, or at least it looks like a fox, except its fur shifts through colors like slow-turning embers, copper, gold, russet, then back again, and its eyes glow faintly like someone lit a candle behind them. It's just staring at your wagon, not afraid, not curious, waiting. And as your wagon draws a little closer, it taps the lid of the wooden box with one paw. Tap, tap, then it dips its head as if prompting you. The box itself has no lock, no warnings, just 3 carved words. Leave a question. No one else in the group has noticed yet. Fatimus is humming. Hildaria's focused on the road. Patrick's admiring his lantern again. Steve is overthinking God's know what. Whatever this fox is, it's watching you, Sarla, and you feel, not magically, just instinctually, that ignoring it wouldn't cause danger, but it would mean walking past something unusual and potentially interesting. Your call.
I'm gonna address it. Hey guys, hold up a second. I slap the side of the wagon to indicate I want them to stop. I jump off and head toward the odd box with the fox I see. Then I wonder if it's a fox on a box. Should I be me in a tree? Sorry, Glenn, you opened yourself up for this Dr. Seuss reference.
Honestly, didn't even realize it, but that's 100% fair. You jump out of the wagon as it comes to a stop and approach the fox on the box.
Hey, wait. What's happening? Why are we stopping? Am I needed? Should I grab my sword? Should I not grab my sword?
No, don't grab your sword. Grabbing your sword means danger. Is there danger? Sarla, is there danger?
Already sliding off the wagon with quiet, predatory grace. Everyone breathe. She saw something. Let her look.
I do a combat roll to the ground, ready to pounce on anything that may be a threat. I already know you're going to ask Glenn, so that's a 7 for acrobatics.
Fatimus, you jump up and attempt a combat roll, or something. Unfortunately, your foot gets hung up on the reins. You fall to the ground with a heavy thud, but no damage is done. You get to your feet, ready to fight. The rest of the group, minus Sarla, looks at you with understanding, like they expected this.
I'm just checking something. Just give me a minute. There's a tone in her voice. Not afraid, not excited, certain. It's the Sarla knows something we don't and we should probably not screw this up tone.
As you all dismount to assume defensive positions, now you all see it too. A fox, but not a normal one. Its fur shifts like embers stirred by a breeze, warm reds and golds that should not exist in nature. It sits beside a tiny wooden mailbox with runes etched around the rim. The fox looks at Sarla, only Sarla, like she's the only one it acknowledges.
I stand guard. I'm looking back and forth between Sarla and the surrounding area.
We will use your passive perception for that, Patrick.
I am just panicking. I take so many hits from my inhaler, I pass out next to the wagon.
I take Steve's inhaler now that he has passed out. I puff on it twice.
Fatimus, you feel super relaxed, like nothing is capable of making you uneasy. You also feel a bit tired. Not, I need to lie down tired, just a little lethargic.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'm keeping this.
Sarla steps forward alone. The fox taps the lid of the box once. The runes pulse in soft golden light. Sarla breathes in, steadying herself, and lifts the lid. You all instinctively tense behind her, but none of you move. Inside lie small paper squares and a charcoal stick. The air shifts, warm, present. Not a voice, but a feeling. Sarla, you can read what it says in there. It's on this sheet.
Thanks, Glenn. Okay. I do what it instructs.
You all see Sarla appear to be writing something on a small piece of paper, then placing it back in the box. The lid closes on its own. The runes glow softly, and the fox nudges Sarla's ankle before trotting away into the grass. Moments later, the box rustles. Sarla opens it. She reads the message silently. Here's what that says, Sarla.
Give me a sec to read this. Okay, cool. I return to the group.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not smiling, not frowning. There's just a steady calm in my eyes, a kind of clarity none of you have seen on me before.
Whatever it was, it helped, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So, we're all just gonna, you know what, it's fine. I honestly don't really care right now.
And with that, she climbs back onto the wagon. The rest of you follow. Quieter now, but not uneasy. Just thoughtful. Whatever that was, it chose Sarla, and she accepted it. The journey continues. You all get about a half mile before you realize something. You're a man short.
Oh my God, we forgot. Steve overdosed and passed out by the wagon. Stop!
I stopped my wagon.
Same.
You all stop, and as you look back, you see Steve running after you all. He's yelling, but it's hard to make out at this distance.
Wait for me! I don't want to die out here!
I can't believe we forgot about him.
To be fair, we were a bit distracted, and he did knock himself unconscious.
Yeah, still, we should probably plan for this eventuality moving forward. Head counts before proceeding.
Look at him running like he's being chased by a dire wolf or something.
Steve catches up to the wagon. He is very winded.
Why did you all leave me back there?
Sorry about that, Steve. We all kind of forgot you OD'd. We were pretty invested in Sarla's thing.
It's why. Just need a minute. Glenn, I climb back into the wagon and lay down, trying to catch my breath.
We good now?
Yeah, let's keep going. Steve will be fine in a couple minutes.
Okay, you all proceed toward the sunscar. Still a few days away, but you're back on mission. By the way, Steve, I need you to mark off one of your anxiety inhalers from your inventory.
Yeah, I already did. Freaking Fatimus. But yes, I know. My character doesn't know.
The sun dips low, haloing the horizon in molten orange. Shadows stretch long and lean across the road. The sky turns a bruised purple streaked with rose gold clouds. It's the kind of sunset bards write songs about, right before someone gets stabbed in those songs. Your wagons crest a gentle hill and Hildaria, who's been quiet for the last stretch, stiffens. Her posture shifts with predatory sharpness. She stands in the moving wagon, eyes narrowed toward the tree line that borders the next dip in the road.
Stop the wagons.
I pull the reins and halt my wagon. What? Do you see something?
I stopped my wagon as well. I want to look around for whatever the reason is we stopped Glenn. I accidentally caught a glimpse of Patrick's lantern, and now I can't look away. That's a 7, Glenn.
These lanterns, man, they're incredibly enticing.
I step down from the wagon. I go into stealth mode. Dirty 20 for stealth, Glenn. Movement ahead. Wrong kind. Too quiet. Looks precise. Possible ambush.
The shadows ahead sharpen, silhouettes slipping between branches with practiced precision. You can't tell if they've spotted you yet, but if they haven't, they will within moments. The tension feels like holding your breath right before the blade drops.
Everyone down. Quiet. Hands on weapons.
Finally, something I'm actually good at. I draw my sword and take a half step in front of the wagon.
Oh, gods. Okay. I pull out my staff and try to look competent.
Glenn, I'm scanning for spell openings. Anything I can use?
You see shapes repositioning in the brush. Coordinated, deliberate, like they're circling for angles. No attacks yet, but they're tightening the ring. Whatever's out there is preparing to strike.
I cast Shield of Faith on Sarla. Then I say, stay behind me unless you want to be a pancake.
I'm always behind you. You're impossible to see around. I ready a spell all the same.
The last sliver of sunlight dies behind the horizon. The tree line goes still. Every sound around you, wind, insects, even the horses, seems to hold its breath. And then, from the dark, a twig snaps, a soft exhale, a footfall too heavy to be an animal. They are moving. They are closing. And now, roll initiative.
18, Glenn.
17.
12.
9.
Big ol' 5, Glenn.
Okay, Bandit 2 is up first. He draws his crossbow and aims for you, Sarla. And with a 15, the arrow just misses. You hear the wind from it as it passes. Hildaria, you're up.
Move up to Bandit 1, Glenn. I rear my open palm back and aim straight for his sternum. That's oh yeah, natural 20 for 9 damage.
Hildaria, your palm blasts into the chest of this bandit with extreme force. You feel his sternum crack from the impact. He looks severely injured, but still stands.
Dang it. Okay, bonus action unarmed strike. As I draw my hand back, I swing my forward leg right at the same spot on his chest, trying to finish the job with oh no, 12 to hit.
Hildaria, you bring your forward leg up, but you feel off balance for some reason. Maybe it's the tall grass. You lunge it forward, and as you do, you realign the blow, and it lands. 12 just hits. You don't even need to roll because your minimum damage will drop him. With a loud crack, your foot shatters his sternum, and he drops, lifeless. Bandit 1 is down. It's now Bandit 3's turn. He notches an arrow aimed for you, Patrick.
Bring it, Pumpkin.
He lets the arrow fly. And with a 9, it's way off target. The sun was in his eyes or something. You all just see an arrow fly about 20 feet over your heads. You're honestly a bit mystified how someone could miss by so much.
That's adorable. I slam my shield into the ground and look at him fiercely. Glenn.
It's not your turn, but sure, you can do that type of stuff for theatrics, since this is all happening simultaneously. All right, Sarla, you're up.
I intentionally limit myself to less movement, so I move slower, like a determined, brisk walk. It's to appear like I don't view these guys as a threat. I move 20 feet to the other side of Patrick and in front of Steve. When I reach my destination, I look straight at the bandit captain, and my eyes go from the gentle, glowing violet to a raging, fiery violet. I snap one hand down and it begins sparking, then the other. I shout out, "Nobody fucks with my children." I twin spell Chaos Bolt at the bandit captain and bandit 3. With a 17 to hit.
Hits both. Roll damage.
10 with twin 5s, Glenn.
Yep, it jumps. Roll for Bandit 4.
Natural 20, Glenn.
Oh, wow. Okay, roll the damage.
Oh, that's good. 15 doubled to 30, Glenn. Let's make this one psychic damage.
That was freaking epic!
This is totally above board. Holy crap, Sarla. Holy crap.
That was an incredible attack. Holy hell.
Very nice, Sarla. Very nice.
You all see Sarla walk over and launch one hell of an attack. It bounces off 3 enemies total. The last one who gets hit, Bandit 4, you just see him standing there ready to take you all down. Then in a split second, he just drops dead. No noise, no reaction, nothing. He's just instantly dead. You see Sarla's eyes flaring with violent anger, almost like someone is actually attacking her children. Patrick, you're up.
I walk out and stand in between Bandit 3 and the bandit captain. I take aim at Bandit 3 and fire my short bow. 17 to hit, and
No need to worry about damage, Patrick. He had 1 hit point. You take aim and fire your arrow with precision. It catches the bandit square in the neck. He reaches up to grasp at it, but falls to the ground before his hands even make it to the arrow.
that's me done, Glenn.
Okay, Steve, you're up.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I take out my crossbow and aim for the bandit captain. I'm just watching all of these competent fighters trying to mimic them and help. I fall to the ground in the fetal position with a natural 1, Glenn.
You all see Steve pull out his crossbow like he's about to attack. He fumbles with the first bolt and it falls to the ground. He's shaking so badly he can't get a grip on anything. He just gives up and lays down in the fetal position. It's now the bandit captain's turn. He lunges forward at you, Patrick, and unleashes 3 attacks. 2 with his scimitar and 1 with his dagger. With a 24, 19, and a 23, they all land. You take 17 damage. You all see this bandit captain absolutely unload on Patrick. Patrick absorbs the blows, but it wasn't fun.
Patrick!
I'm fine. Bring this bastard down.
Despite the onslaught Patrick just took, his resolve is unflinching. He places his greatsword back in attack position and stares down the bandit captain. Fatimus, you're up.
Okay. Bonus action healing word on Patrick for 6.
Thanks, Fatimus.
Don't mention it. And for my action, Glenn, I cast Hold Person. Wisdom save 12.
Okay, he's got a +2 on wisdom saves, so you need a 9 or less. And that's a 3. You all see a familiar sight as Fatimus looks at the bandit captain with determination. As the bandit captain starts to turn and look at Fatimus, he freezes halfway through the turn. He's a sitting duck.
I freaking love you, Fatimus. That was above table, just so we're all clear.
Hildaria, end him. And that's my turn, Glenn.
All right, it's Bandit 2's turn. He takes aim at you, Sarla. With a 17, he hits. You take 3 piercing damage.
My eyes get even more intense. And I slowly turn to look at him.
You know what? Roll intimidation, Sarla. He saw what you did to the others.
Well, that's a natural 1, Glenn.
Then he remembers he just shot you, and it clearly hurt. He smiles and aims at you.
Oh, I am so going to enjoy dropping him.
All right, Hildaria, you're up.
I run over to flank the bandit captain with Patrick. I already know I'm using Flurry of Blows. First strike. Wow, what a time to roll a natural 20. Second strike.
Hang on, Hildaria. I have a homebrew rule for double crits. With a double, you roll quadruple damage die. However, there's an opportunity for an insta-kill. If you hit another natural 20 right now, he dies outright. This works against any enemy. Ancient Dragon, Voragath himself, doesn't matter. So, Hildaria, roll me another d20.
Dang it, 10.
Still quad damage, so go ahead and roll that. Reminder, this is attack 1. You still have Flurry of Blows with advantage.
23 for the first strike. 25 to hit on the second, and 7 damage. Third shot, 24 to hit, and 7 damage again.
You all watch as Hildaria flanks the bandit captain. Before he can respond, she's unleashing a relentless assault. 1, 2, 3 strikes land. He nearly falls to his knees. Nearly. Though battered, he stands firm and is ready for more. You're up, Mom.
I twin spell again. My eyes are a violet inferno at this point. I don't like seeing my friends/children hurt. Chaos Bolt again. 15. Thank goodness. 7 damage to Bandit 2 and 14 damage to the Bandit Captain.
Sarla once again launches 2 blasts of her chaotic energy simultaneously. They land. Your foes look absolutely battered. It's clear they have no chance to win this fight, and they appear to know it. Patrick, you're up.
I assume these are just random bandits on the side of the road, so there's no need to keep any alive for information. I swing at the bandit captain, and even with advantage, I miss with a 14.
Patrick, you apparently feel bad for the poor bandits all of a sudden. What should be a very easy kill, you decide to just swing wide.
Saw the lantern out of the corner of my eye. I will use my bonus action for second wind as well. That's 9 healing.
All right, nice. Just like that, Patrick looks like he's barely been touched. Okay, Steve, you're up.
Okay, this fight seems much more manageable now. I take out my crossbow again, this time with more resolve. That's a 20 to hit. I'm aiming for the bandit captain, by the way, Glenn. 10 piercing damage.
You all see Steve compose himself. He stands up and loads a bolt swiftly into his crossbow. He takes steady aim and whoosh! The bolt flies at the bandit captain. As it hits, the bandit captain staggers, then drops to the ground.
Steve looks at the bandit captain for a second, then yells, "I got him! Guys, I killed the captain!"
The rest of the group sort of just looks at you, a bit befuddled. They're all seasoned fighters, so they kind of forgot what it's like to be so green to combat. Fatimus, you're up.
I lumber up a bit and cast Toll the Dead on the remaining bandit. Wisdom 12, Glenn.
He fails with an 8. Roll damage.
That's 10 necrotic damage.
Wow, good roll. A thunderous bell goes off in the bandit's mind. He convulses from the deafening volume, then falls to the ground in a heap. Congratulations on your victory, guys.
I shake the blood off my knuckles. Everyone still alive?
I check my gear, wipe my blade off on the captain's cloak. Yeah, that could have gone worse.
I'm checking myself for bolt holes or stab wounds. I think I'm fine. I can't tell if the shaking is adrenaline or fear.
Both. It's always both with you. Great shot, though. I point my staff toward the bodies. Anyone know who these guys are supposed to be?
I'm catching my breath, leaning on my warhammer. They ambushed us, so I assume they were jerks. I nudge one with my toe. Very dead jerks.
Well, may as well see what they have on them. Steve, I think your attention to detail is best served for this.
You want me to loot dead bodies?
Yeah, man. To the victor go the spoils. That's how this goes out here.
It really is perfectly normal, Steve. We all do it after we win a fight.
They almost never have food. Sometimes gold, though, which buys food.
Okay, I guess. Glenn, I guess I searched these dead bodies for, I don't know, useful stuff.
Give me an investigation check, Steve.
Oh, I see why you all wanted me to do this now.
Yep.
That's a 22, Glenn.
Nice. Steve, you rummage through these bodies thoroughly, a little too thoroughly even. You find every last copper on these guys, which amounts to 76 gold.
You, don't have to get that in depth with the search. Just check their pockets and such next time.
Well, none of you told me what to do. You just said search, so I searched.
Hey, nothing wrong with being thorough, my man.
Steve, please wash your hands immediately.
That was certainly thorough.
Well, let's leave them for the buzzards and continue on. I climb back into my wagon.
I climb into the other wagon. Let's get a move on. Hopefully there's a town coming up so we don't have to camp.
Yeah, we probably should have gotten a map. I climb up beside Patrick.
You always forget something when going on a trip, right? I climb up beside Fatimus. Nice work in that fight, big guy.
You two, you punched so fast. That was crazy.
Thanks. I blush and look down at my lap.
I get into the wagon in complete shock about how blasé they all are about what just happened.
You guys load up the wagons and head back down the road. Unfortunately, the sun is setting, and you don't see a town on the horizon. It does indeed appear you'll have to camp.
Well, let's make camp here, I suppose. I set up my tent and gather wood for a fire.
I'll set up my tent as well, Glenn. Then help gather wood with Patrick.
In stereotypical fashion, I will set up my tent and begin preparing dinner.
Which I will stereotypically help with.
I didn't bring a tent.
Come on, man. You didn't bring basic camping supplies?
I thought we'd be stopping in towns.
Okay, for future reference, when hitting the road, assume there will be camping involved.
It's fine. Take mine for the night. I've slept outside plenty of times.
Or we could share my tent, Fatimus.
Okay, above table. At this point, can I insight this again? It seems like Hildaria and the group has done enough that I'd have a chance to realize what's happening.
Honestly, you could have done it long ago. I was just enjoying Fatimus being oblivious to it.
You gotta be kidding me. 10, Glenn.
Hey, 10 isn't terrible. It's just not great. You do now notice Hildaria is being more favorable to you than the rest of the group. You're still not sure why, but you know she is.
How come you're so nice to me, Hildaria? Like, nicer than you are to everyone else.
I just think you're a valuable asset. Plus, I like having someone warm to sleep by. You happen to fit the bill best, like Steve pointed out.
Okay, good recall, Hildaria. Roll deception with advantage. Fatimus, insight straight roll.
17.
Ha! 10 again. I could not insight anything.
The logic tracks, Fatimus. You're just a space heater to Hildaria.
Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't ready to go down that road so soon.
Yeah, I guess that all makes sense, Hildaria. I do have a spare bedroll, so that should work fine.
Perfect. However, we need to discuss watches.
Right. I guess I'll take first watch.
I'll join.
Wow. You sure you want first watch, Hildaria? You didn't seem too sure just then. I think maybe you could have said it faster and with more excitement.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Patrick. I ball my fist while looking at Patrick.
Right, well, I'll take second watch.
I'll join you for that, Patrick.
What? I thought you wanted first watch.
I'll do that too. I'm an elf. I don't need as much rest as you guys. Oh yeah, Sarla's an elf too, so she's in the same boat.
Correct. So I'll take the back half of second watch to let Hildaria go meditate. Then I'll finish through third watch.
I guess I'm on third shift as well.
All right. With everything in camp set and watches prepared, I need a perception check from my first watchers. Hildaria, yours is at disadvantage.
That's totally fair. 12.
I'm just assuming no keen smell here. 18, Glenn.
Your watch goes by, nothing happens. Though with your 18 perception, Fatimus, you notice Hildaria is watching you about as much as she's looking out for danger. Second watch. No more disadvantage, Hildaria.
16.
17, Glenn. I have to ask, what's the deal with Fatimus?
I hardly think this is any of your business, Patrick.
You're right, it's not. I'm just curious. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. For what it's worth, I don't blame you for liking him. When I first met him, he seemed like nothing more than a walking disaster, which he still is at times. But as I've gotten to know him, he's definitely more than that.
Yeah, he is. He's big and strong and hurts people so efficiently. Plus, he's super warm at night. And that big...
That's enough. I got it.
I was going to say trunk. His big trunk is like getting a hug all night. It's wonderful. Get your mind out of the gutter, man.
Well, I suppose you should go get Sarla now. Patrick can't look at Hildaria at this point.
I walk up to Patrick and make him look at me. Hey, bud. I'm sure if you had a trunk, it would be big too. Then I walk away smiling as I go get Sarla. Hey, time for your watch. But I kind of want to do this last half with you and me if that's cool.
I'm sure I know what this is about, but that's fine. As long as you understand what I'm going to ask about too.
Oh, Patrick already did, so that's fine. I head back to Patrick. Hey, you can go back to bed. Sarla and I will finish this watch.
Nah, you want girl time, I take it. Well, I won't say no to extra sleep. Enjoy the watch, my ladies. Not that you'd need me, but scream if there's danger, please.
Ever the gentleman, Patrick. We shall call for our knight in shining armor if it's required.
I curtsy like a lady of the court before Patrick as Hildaria says that.
Patrick blushes and walks back to his tent.
You know I'm going to ask. The box. That little fox spirit. You wrote something, you got something back, and then you shut down. What did it tell you?
I exhale sharply. Okay, fine. But this does not leave girl time. I keep things close to the vest for a reason. I need you to promise me, Hildaria.
I look Sarla in the eyes and intentionally fail any insight check she may want to run. This stays with us, bitch.
Okay, with that I make no insight check.
So, what did you ask? What did it say? Give me the deets, girl.
Sarla looks at the campfire as if it's the eyes of her god. I wrote, why me? Why am I here? What does she actually want from me? Because, honestly, I keep wondering if this goddess chose the wrong girl. I'm not a scholar or a chosen one or some prophecy hero. I'm just trying my best to keep one idiot alive, one anxious inventor from overdosing on enchanted herbs, and trying not to fall for the obvious, stable, and capable one of the group. So, I asked the box, why me?
Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, well, let's tackle the big picture first. Baimei chose you because she knows you can do what she requires. She's not flippant about her choices. She's precise in everything she does. When I first saw you all, I thought, who's this group of ill-prepared morons?
Okay, ouch.
Let me finish. Then you all, well, Fatimus, sat at my table. You all immediately responded to the situation with no additional information. It's like you instinctually knew what to do. That is what Baime sees.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, Hildaria, but
Sarla, it's not a vote of confidence. Baime knows. You may not fully understand yet, but I promise you will. You were devastating in our fight with the bandits. You have the ability to organize the boys. Your worth is incalculable. I'm the rough and tumble daughter. You're the mom that checks us when we need checked, and you have the power to back up your threats. I promise we all legitimately fear you, and also respect the living crap out of you.
I look at Hildaria. I hope you're right.
I'm rarely right. Baime always is.
Okay, my turn. Fatimus. Why?
I'm actually a bit surprised I'm not having to compete with you, if I'm being honest.
Really? He's an oaf. He's reckless. He creates potentially dangerous situations. He can't even read.
He also gives up his bed for Mom. He also heals anyone around him who's hurt, without question. He also slams lesser men's heads together to knock them out.
I was with you until that last part.
Yeah, the last part is kind of what does it for me.
I've noticed. But honestly, you'll get no judgment from me. Do you, girl? Just remember we need you both.
I know. I assure you Baime's will comes before my wants. Speaking of which, trying not to fall for the only stable one of the group? I won't press you on it. I'm just saying I wouldn't blame you. We all have our types, right? I wink at Sarla.
As if trying to save the world wasn't complicated enough.
We're women. We can multitask just fine.
We're gonna need to if we want to keep them in line. I look towards the tents.
I'm not worried. They're all perfectly capable. Even Steve. Did you see him drop that bandit captain?
It was pretty hot, wasn't it?
What every mother should want, watching her boy become a man.
Yeah, that made it weird.
Yeah, I heard it as soon as I said it. I'm gonna go wake up Steve now. But Sarla, I'm glad we had this talk.
Me too. Sleep well, or I guess meditate in our case.
And with that, third watch takes over. Luckily, nothing happened on the back half of second watch since no one on it cared to look around.
I will make a perception check this watch, Glenn. However, I am also going to talk to Steve.
Okay, let's knock out the perception checks, then have your talk.
21.
18.
Okay, everything seems fine. And with a 21, Sarla, you'll notice if virtually anything comes up.
Hey, how you holding up?
I'm not sure. I mean, we just killed 5 people, and you guys all seem very nonchalant about it. Meanwhile, I'm freaking out.
I often forget you are new to this lifestyle. Listen, Steve, on the road, we're going to run into a lot of bad people. And yes, we're going to kill them. And yes, we're going to take their stuff after we do. It's how it goes out here. It's not like those were good people just innocently hanging out by the road. They were ambushing people weaker than them as they traveled. They just had the misfortune of running into us on this day. We did a good thing, not a bad one.
I know, and I agree with that. It's just a lot to take in. I've never killed anyone before.
This is going to sound really bad, but I promise it gets easier.
You're right, that does indeed sound really bad. Killing people shouldn't get easier.
Well, it's gonna. So be prepared for that. And hey, that was a great shot on the captain. I smile at Steve.
Well, at least I have you guys around to help me through this. Even Fatimus. I suppose it was a pretty good shot.
It was. And you're right. We've got your back, Steve. Your overly anxious, wildly intelligent back.
Thanks, Sarla.
And with that, the sun begins to rise. Your friends begin to stir and rise for the day ahead. And that is where we will end this session. You are all now level 4. Good milestone, first feat or ASI. And we will see all of you next time. Thanks for watching.